For the better part of 15 years, let's be honest, this has been the conversation. We're talking about two players who didn't just break records, they completely shattered them. They redefined what greatness even means and gave us the most incredible rivalry football has ever seen. So, this isn't just another debate. We're going to do a deep dive into the ultimate clash of titans, Lionel Messi versus Cristiano Ronaldo.
And, that's not an exaggeration at all. This quote just nails it. These guys aren't just footballers. They are living, breathing legends who have completely conquered the sport, basically sharing the throne as the best on the planet for over a decade.
Okay, so before we get into all the skills and the mindset, we have to start with the raw numbers, the stats that define these unbelievable careers. It's time for the tale of the tape.
All right, so right off the bat, you can see the battle lines drawn. Ronaldo leads with that absolutely staggering goal count. He is a machine in front of the net. But then you look at Messi, a record-breaking 6 Ballon d'Or awards and an assist number that is just in a league of its own. It proves he's not just a scorer, he's the ultimate playmaker too.
Now, for round one of our clash, we're going to move past the stat sheet and look at the raw physical tools that set these two apart. And believe me, this is where their different styles really start to show.
So let's break this down. When we're talking about speed, you gotta give the edge to Messi. It's not about that top-end sprint anymore. It's all about that explosive acceleration with the ball feeling like it's glued to his feet. But when we talk about pure strength and what happens in the air, yeah, that's all Ronaldo. He's called the perfect physical specimen for a reason. And in the air, well, he's on another planet.
And if you need proof, just look at this, a 2.93-meter jump. Let that sink in. That is almost 50 centimeters above the crossbar. It's a number that doesn't even feel real. It's one of those hidden details that reveals an almost superhuman level of athleticism, making him arguably the greatest header of the ball we've ever seen.
So we've covered the physical side. Now let's see how that stuff translates into their technical game. And this, right here, is the real heart of the debate. Messi, the natural-born artist, versus Ronaldo, the relentless, engineered machine.
And the first technical skill we just have to look at is dribbling. In a one-on-one with the ball at their feet, who is going to leave a defender just grasping at air? Who is the true master of deception?
The verdict here is pretty much unanimous. It's Lionel Messi. I mean, they've called him the Maradona of this era. For him, dribbling isn't just one of his skills, it's the foundation of his whole game. That low center of gravity lets him make these impossible turns. Now, a younger Ronaldo, he was a dazzling dribbler, right? All the step-overs. But he evolved, and he kind of sacrificed some of that flair to become the most efficient goal hunter in the world.
And that brings us to maybe the most critical skill for any forward. It's why they've scored over 1,500 goals between them. When a chance opens up just a tiny window, who is the more lethal finisher?
This slide breaks down their different philosophies perfectly. With Messi, it is all about quality and clinical precision. If he gets a clear chance, he almost never wastes it. Ronaldo, on the other hand, is about sheer quantity and overwhelming power. He's a genius at finding space and will just unleash shots from anywhere with either foot. So you end up with a draw, higher quality versus higher quantity.
Talent gets you to the top. We all know that. But it's the mindset that keeps you there. For nearly 2 decades, these two have shown a will to win that's just unparalleled. So let's dig into the intangibles, the mental strength that separates the champions from the contenders.
And in this area, you've got to say Ronaldo has a really clear advantage pretty much across the board. His leadership style is extroverted and defiant. He thrives on pressure. Just think of him on the sideline in the Euro 2016 final. He's a model of professionalism and discipline, and his consistency, it's almost robotic. It doesn't matter the team, doesn't matter the circumstances, his level hardly ever drops.
So we've compared their skills, we've compared their mindsets, but what happens when they actually face each other on the pitch? The final, and maybe the most important piece of this whole puzzle, is what happened in their direct matchups.
So, looking at their 36 official matches against each other, it's actually Lionel Messi who holds the edge here. 16 wins for him to Ronaldo's 11. When these two titans have gone to war on the very same field, Messi's teams have come out on top more often.
And would you look at this? Look how razor-thin the margins are. It literally couldn't get any closer. After all those battles, all those El Clasicos, all those Champions League nights, their goal tallies are separated by just a single goal. That's an incredible testament to how evenly matched they really are when they're on the same stage.
So, after all the data, all the analysis, we are left with this brilliant final thought. And honestly, it sums up the entire debate perfectly.
For the long grind of a league season, you take Messi, the guy who can do literally everything. But for one single life-or-death final, you bring Ronaldo, the ultimate big-game machine.
And that brings us to the end. We have laid out the numbers, the skills, the mindsets, and the head-to-head record. The artist versus the machine, the playmaker versus the finisher. So, the final question, it's for you. Who do you choose?